episodes where Yoda was having his visions and stuff. Have you ever seen those?
I haven't seen this new last season.
I'm it's
not
so good.
I'm not caught up.
Yeah, Yoda's having these visions of what is to be, and he's wrestling with himself too about certain. I won't tell you.
Okay, don't
the
tell
details,
me. Okay,
but it's really good. It's really good.
And we'll go back into the final Star Wars, because I felt like, okay, they killed Luke. Now it's called The Rise of Skywalker, but all the Skywalkers die.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Now I do understand that at the end Rey does say, they asked her name and she says Skywalker.
Yeah.
Even though she wasn't a Skywalker.
She wasn't a Skywalker, but it's almost as if she got the blessing from the ghost, from the Force ghosts, when she saw Luke and his sister Leia, in their Force ghost.
But
entity,
technically, the movie should have been called The Death of Skywalkers, because the last actual Skywalker lineage was fucking Kylo Ren, and his ass
That's
died.
right. No, that's true.
So it's like,
that's true. You know what it would have been?
He was the last Skywalker.
What would have been really good? I don't know if you said this to me or if I heard it from somebody else, but it's stuck in my mind. What would have been really awesome is if in that movie Leia turned dark and Kylo Ren turned light.
That would have been a lot,
and that would have been like the shocker. That would have been a surprise. Holy shit!
But then that would have been
movies. Something crazy.
Well, they could have done that in the beginning.
Yeah, they should have did that. At the
dark Leia, but then she kind of passed away in real life. I think, like I was telling Dean, I said the second that she got sucked into space, that should have been it. That was a beautiful moment. It was like one of those things. It was like when Aaliyah died, and then she died in the movie the same year. Remember talking to the singer Aaliyah?
Yeah.
So she died in that movie.
I know you're talking about. You're talking about.
Queen of the Dam.
Queen of the Dam, yeah.
And then you see her in the movie. She dies and turns black. I was like, ooh, when I watched it in real life, I mean, this is after she's gone and she dies in the movie. It's like, ooh, right. It's kind of ominous, right?
Yeah.
But it's real. It's fake, but it gives you a real sense in it. So when Princess Leia got sucked out into space and was frozen, technically dead because she's frozen in space, you go, wow, okay, she was being a badass boss. And she died in battle.
That would have been a good way to go.
It was a good way to go. Yeah, but instead, they make her magically fly back inside from being a popsicle, and then from popsicle back into the ship. Arguably, the strongest Jedi ever in the canon, period, would be Princess Leia. Because she went from completely frozen dead to going somewhere in that frozen state going, nah, I'm going to get back in the ship.
Right.
Not like floating in a glowing orb as she got blasted.
Right.
Not still moving. She went.
Yeah. She was frozen.
She was dead.
Yeah, she was like frozen. She was frozen.
So I was like.
But she's not the first to do that.
To come back from being frozen?
No, to be in space. There's some Jedi Knights that they walk in space, but they didn't
freeze to death first.
But they didn't freeze. No, they didn't freeze.
I kind of felt like that was like, I was like, oh, why'd you guys do that? And then kill Luke at the end of part 2. Like,
yeah,
that really I held on to that. I held on to the crappiness of that whole movie because that movie was crappy. I'll give it that. It was it was all over the place.
Yeah.
I held on to it solely because Luke Skywalker was still alive. Because I was like, okay, yeah, I get it's for a new generation, but you can't forget where you come from.
That's right. Yeah.
And then you just and he had the badass moment where he was, not really there, but he kept off everybody so they could run away through some tunnel.
Yeah.
Weak story. Okay. They had spaceships. They were flying towards these knuckle dragger AT-ATs. Never hit one.
That's true. Yeah.
Nobody ever hit anything.
Yeah.
You ever notice then there's this beam of light that what's it say? Finn comes close to, and then I was just like, wait a minute. There was a lot of prettiness, but it was I felt like there was a lot not happening.
Right.
I don't know, but. I will go back to The Rise of Skywalker because I don't want to get too much of that movie because I really
didn't like that movie.
Did not like that movie.
That's right, yeah.
Luke drinking blue milk, throwing the lightsaber away, calling it a laser sword.
It's not the Luke that you read in in the novels, you know,
in the novels, the comics, nothing. It's not Luke.
They really downplayed his power too. Like they didn't really show how powerful he should have been way more powerful.
Everybody was mad scared.
I mean,
he's getting drunk off of alien titty milk.
That's right. Which, by the way, I used to roll with a clan when I used to play Star Wars.
Old Republic?
Old Republic, yeah, man. Did you play that?
No, but I never owned that game. I just love the scenes. Well, the cut scenes?
Yo, the cut scenes were awesome. We were the clan of the Order of the Blue Milk.
Are you serious?
That was our clan.
Order of the Blue Milk. Well, on that note,
Order of the Blue Milk.
On that note, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our next beer.
Okay.
The Force is strong with him. The son of Skywalker must not become a Jedi.
All right, and we're back with our next beer, which is going to be from Terrapin Beer Company out of Athens, Georgia. This is Up High IPA. This is really a good beer.
Yeah, I've tasted it.
Up High IPA is dope.
Yeah, I've tasted this one.
Is 5.9% ABV. Go and crack this baby open, and
that is so hilarious the way you make the
the sound.
Yeah,
it's a little ASMR in there. Just hello, scratch.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's so nice and foamy.
It's got a nice head on it. It's golden colored. It's pretty. And the best thing I like about this beer is it tastes very citrusy. It tastes like
nice head indeed.
Yeah, it tastes like limes. Like you could taste the lime.
Oh, very citrusy.
Yeah, this would be like I can rock this in my fridge all summer.
Oh no, I could roll with this.
Yeah, and it's 5.9, so
really
it's still
good.
strong.
Yeah, it's good,
but it's not like the last beer which will knock you on your ass.
Right.
You know? This is very pleasant.
So good.
Anyway, so getting back to all our loves and hates, because it's not going to be all hate. Can't bitch it out completely. I did do some research afterwards, and so at first I was like, why did Ben have re-stitch the mask that he broke? Why did he fix that mask?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of corny.
It was weird. What it was, I found out, was like a head nod to these Japanese ceramic artists that will reseal broken ceramic bowls and plates, and they leave the cracks in. So it's like they fill the cracks with gold or something like that. And what it does is it's a type of art. So that's what they were head nodding towards, because Star Wars is very much kind of Western and samurai. That's why they have lightsabers and stuff like that. It's kind of that, and their helmets, like Darth Vader's helmet, is fashioned after a samurai helmet. Excuse me. It's very very bubbly. So
yeah, it's
burp it
very
out.
Bubbly.
I'll burp away from the mic.
It's called
Kintsugi? Oh, okay.
Kintsugi is called.
Oh, there's the history of the object and the fraction. So yeah, that was something that was some underlying stuff. So there was some, if you go on YouTube and you see something about the Easter eggs in the movie, it's interesting. J.J. Abrams, he really did work hard to put a lot of stuff from the canon into it.
Right.
And, head nods to certain things. There was a head nod to the Mandalorian in there. Evie, you remember that? When they did a head nod to the Mandalorian in there? What was it? Not all droids are bad. It was something that they said, that he says, that this is a line in the Mandalorian, because he hates, that character doesn't trust droids at all.
Oh, no?
Yeah. But, have you ever seen The Mandalorian, by the way?
No, I haven't seen The Mandalorian.
It's really good. It's really it's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yeah.
Right.
That's the reason why I haven't.
Yeah, you got to find somebody that has it.
Yeah, I got to get that code.
Right.
Got to get that.
It will bring your faith back to Star Wars. If you lost your faith watching these past 3 movies, it will bring your faith back into what Disney's doing with Star Wars.
Good. Well, Disney's doing good.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's what the Mandalorian is like. Even though there's no Jedi in it, there's no lightsabers and stuff like that. It really makes you go, okay, this is what the Star Wars movie should be, or should have been.
Right.
It follows a certain storyline that hits on these these movies felt like they were just trying to sell me a bunch of characters and a bunch. I mean, I know all movies do.
Yeah.
You know, don't you feel like when you go to a movie, they always like try like they're gonna have some type, especially Star Wars, like they're trying to sell these new characters and sell.
Yeah.
You know. So that's I kind of feel like that as far as these movies go. What did you think about the whole Sidious thing and those ships? Like, do you remember the ships that they had in the movie? The Star Destroyers.
The Star Destroyers, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll admit, I had been up for a lot of hours, and I may have been fallen asleep a little bit. I've never fallen asleep ever in a Star Wars movie, FYI. Or movies in general.
Right. Yeah, I don't fall asleep in movies. It's very hard.
But
very hard for me.
Did you watch it in 4DX?
No, I thought I was, but it wasn't 4DX.
No?
It was an IMAX. It was just classic IMAX 3D.
4DX is interesting. It's cool in the beginning.
Yeah, you were telling me, yeah.
But then it's like you're bumping around after a while.
Right.
It violently shakes you. Like it shook the popcorn out of my brother-in-law's. Like his bucket was filled to the top.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom and came back, and the popcorn was all in the. It was just during the commercials.
Wow, really?
Half the popcorn was on the floor, and he had the stank. Cause he was like, they're like, whoa, his face was so twisted.
Yeah. Well, noted. I will not take popcorn with me.
It's a 4DX.
It's a 4DX.
I would say watch a horror movie or watch a movie that's an hour and a half long. When you watch longer movies,
right,
it becomes a little bit like much.
Yeah,
After a while, you're
much.
like, why am I shaking?
Yeah, why am I
can't
shaking?
take it anymore.
You walk out of the theater still shaking.
Right?
Yeah.
You feel like things that pokes you
Right.
when they're fighting. It blows air on you.
Okay.
That's why I think a horror movie would be great
Yeah.
for 4DX. They have smoke and the water drops.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a ride.
It's
It
like
is
a
a
ride.
ride.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a
a
ride.
ride. But it's like if
Well, that's the way they have to sell movies these days, right? I mean, I guess that's the new.
that's a
that's
it's a
the new-
$25 ticket.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not. I mean,
It's crazy.
it's
but
a different experience.
but it's
and
a different
pretty cool.
experience. Yeah. Well, it's worth the pay if you know, just for the experience.
Yeah. So you now we're talking about the Star Wars movies. We went into how much I bitched about because I battered them a bit.
Yeah.
God, those people still.
I know they're all yelling over there, man. It's just crazy.
They're
And,
happy.
and it is a great sound too. That is a party sound for me.
But
It
it's
really is.
weird.
That's,
It's
that's like a.
I bet you it's like some 2-year-old just walking
It
around.
probably is.
They're like, just
I'd steal it from the kid too. I'd be like, "Give me that thing."
just let Pedro
Whee!
keep walking around and blowing. Like it's
You're not blowing it right, kid.
It's
Let me
only
show you how it's
520.
done.
Go ahead, Pedro.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus Christ, kid. You look
pretty
across
soon
the
the
lake.
fireworks are gonna be going off.
You
so.
see, they got the China box
Yeah.
out.
No, they're doing good over
They're
there,
cooking
man.
a whole pig.
Yeah, a whole
like,
pig. They got
They're
that.
not messing around.
No, they're not messing around at all. I'm sure it's gonna get a little crazier later too.
Oh man, they always
It's
get
gonna
crazy.
get- is that really that house?
Oh
Oh.
yeah, that's jumping. I don't even have to turn the
He
music.
said that's jumping.
We don't even have to turn the music.
What
on.
we need to do is go house hopping right over there, right? What do you
Oh.
think, Liz?
We always think that.
Hop right over there.
My freaking my grandmother, she's gonna be 99 this year. So.
Oh my God, 99.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, when she's like, hey, it's cold, I'm like, all right, let's close the door. Mind you, it was like 80 degrees in the house.
Man,
It was so hot. I had to put my dog
It's
outside.
so hot
The dog is like, oh, Jesus Christ. I gave her a little beer yesterday to chill her out because the fireworks are going off.
Yeah. They love it too.
Oh,
Dogs,
yeah.
they love that barley.
You're not supposed to give them too much.
Yeah.
But especially like, some of these. Well, she's older too.
Right.
But, I chilled her out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I don't think I've ever had a
Numbed
dog
her,
that I haven't given beer to. A little bit.
What? To dogs?
Mm-hmm. I said, I don't think I've ever had a dog that hasn't. I've never owned a dog that hasn't gotten some beer from me.
Oh, okay. All right.
I feel like it's always like chilled them out.
Hence the Church of Beers, where we can make new friends, 4-legged friends, actually.
But you can't give them
like-
too much. Not good for them. So
Yeah.
it has to be a very small
Right,
amount.
just a very small amount.
Yeah.
Says who?
In fact, our main picture, like,
Uh-huh.
if you look at our podcast, the main picture is we were at a festival, at a music festival, and I'm sitting there, and the dog came and licked in my cup, and it was some strong ass shit from, I don't remember what it was, like 7.9%.
She loved it.
She was like,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, hey.
Yeah.
And
This is
next
what
thing
it
you
is.
know, she was sitting there and she's quiet and she's just drooling
That's right.
and looking out for there was some cows nearby. Oh, it was a beautiful day. It was one of those beautiful things.
There goes the noise again.
Yeah. The noise driving me crazy.
That noise is funny.
You can't edit it
It's
out.
a funny noise, man.
You can't edit it out.
But it's funny, though. It's cool.
It's
It's a
there.
cool noise. All right, man.
So we'll step off of Star Wars for a bit.
And it was that off of Star Wars.
Because I feel like. Oh, go ahead. We're gonna say something.
Oh no! I mean, I was gonna say. I mean, the one thing I didn't like.
Yes.
About the movie.
Yes.
Not to go back into it.
No. Go ahead.
Like beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
But
beat that shit.
I didn't like that. They had Han Solo come back as a
Force Ghost.